Hey, what's up guys? I'm Skylar Bush here in the Edible Kitchen. We're gonna whip up this beautiful pork dish for you today. We have some pork from Tennessee grass-fed, some roasted veggies from Plano Produce. All of this available at the Nashville Farmers Market. Super excited to get this done. Let's get started. Today we're cooking pork tenderloin. So we're gonna season it up with some salt, pepper, sumac, Middle Eastern spice, lightly astringent, kind of lemony, and a homemade Cajun seasoning. A little bit of garlic. And we're gonna sear it in a pan. A couple of knobs, grass-fed butter is the way to go. Cast iron pan always, if you have it. If not, you know, do the best you can. Pork's right in. So we're gonna get a good sear on both sides, maybe a minute each, just enough to lock in those spices. We're gonna transfer it to this beautiful little cooking tray. Throw it right in the oven. 375 is our temp, and all we're trying to do is just cook this thing to about medium well, let it rest, pull it out. So what we're doing is we're gonna roast these carrots and potatoes. Gonna lose the tops so we can make a nice pesto, Skhug type sauce. Don't waste, so you know, we have these greens going in that. Purple potatoes, they're gonna go in this pan which we've kind of rendered off the pork loin. And we have just a nice layer of pork fat and seasoning there. We're gonna toss these olive oil, salt, and pepper right into the pan, get a good sear. That pan's going straight in the oven. So we're drizzling this honey over the top before we throw it in the oven, just to kind of bring out the sweetness of the carrots, the purple potatoes. It's going to play well with our parsnip puree, which is going with vanilla, a little spice on the pork. It's all about balance. I'm going to take our pork, give it a nice temp check, and a flip. Throw it back in the oven. It's probably got another 10 minutes on it, and then we'll rest it. Always rest your meat, most important part when you're cooking meat, especially bigger cuts. And next we'll whip up a good parsnip puree to kind of be the base of that dish. Give you a little sweetness to match the spice of the pork, and just a nice creamy mouthfeel. I like parsnips a little better than potatoes when I'm pureeing. Better flavor to me, it's interesting. Anytime you bite into something you think is mashed potatoes, and it's like this sweet, delicious, unique thing that a parsnip is. We have our chopped parsnips. We're gonna grab a pot of water, toss these guys in, with a little bit of salt and pepper. High heat, bring it to a boil. They're nice and soft. We're gonna strain them, get them into the food processor. Main ingredients in this puree, just like if you're doing mashed potatoes, we're going butter, we're going cream, we're going salt and pepper, touch of vanilla, and that's gonna be it. Great consistency, you know? It's not too starchy. That's why I like the parsnips over the potatoes. Interesting flavor, and again, not too starchy, they're not gonna get gummy. And it tastes so good. Man, those are some beautiful greens. So we're gonna make a Skhug sauce. Essentially we have cilantro, we have parsley, we have our carrot tops that we save from our carrots in the oven. Reduce, reuse, recycle, always use as much as you can. Jalapeno, a little bit of garlic. We're gonna go olive oil, lemon, some spices, cardamom, cumin, coriander. It's a beautiful Lebanese hot sauce, typically served with hummus, but I find it goes so good with some roasted meat, grilled meat, vegetables. It's probably one of my favorite go-to sauces. So we'll whip that up and throw it right on top of this Tennessee grass-fed pork. I think we're really where I want to be here. So we have this beautiful green, herby, garlicky, spicy, jalapeno flavor. It's just gonna sit right on top of that pork dish. We're gonna do some cranberries that we're gonna rehydrate. Very simple process. Essentially all we're doing is water, cover them, bring it to a boil. As soon as it comes to a boil, we're gonna turn it off, let them sit for about 3 or 4 minutes. They'll puff up, then we'll drain the water, use them on our dish. Now that we have all of our components done for this beautiful fall dish, we're gonna slice up the pork, plate it, and then enjoy it. tell you one thing, I'm just ready to grab a fork and dig in.